guys? Justin here, aka Face Tats McGee, owner of the Murder Art Collective and the Murder Mentality YouTube channel and coaching business here. Let's talk about something today that I think is massively important to talk about, and that's fear, all right? Personally, I only believe that there's two major emotions and everything is an offshoot of one of those two emotions. I believe that there's fear and love. I don't believe that hate is the opposite of love. I think that fear is the opposite of love because I believe that all hate is based in fear. But specifically what I want to get into today is inability to make decisions, all right? Being indecisive. Being indecisive is an aspect of fear. It's because you want to try to control the situation down to the most minute concept and really understand everything. But the thing is you're not going to have all the information about every decision you ever make. You're just going to have to collect what you can and make a decision. Sometimes that's going to be the right one. Sometimes it's going to be the wrong one. I always recommend you consult your conscience, and I always recommend you write your options down and see if they align with the goals that you have. That being said, the important part is that when you make a decision, well, you get to learn something. Sometimes you learn that you made the right decision, which is actually, crazy enough, not as much of a learning experience as it is when you make the wrong decision. But you can't make mistakes without making a decision, period. Now, one of the things I've learned is that I was always just so indecisive, back and forth, changing my mind, moving over here, doing this, doing that. But you can't be successful at something if every time you put like the water, you can't boil water. This is a good metaphor here. You can't boil water if every time you set it on the burner, you keep changing the heat over and over again, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. It's just not going to work right. The fastest way to boil water is to put it the fuck on there and turn it up. Okay, if you burn your food, you learn don't turn it up so high next time. But you can't learn things if you don't make mistakes. You can't make mistakes if you don't do decisive things. One thing that I'm also going to really talk about here real quickly, as I mentioned, is that I used to have a really big problem with this. You know, the thing is that I've got PTSD from childhood trauma. I've got PTSD from adult trauma, adult issues, all this shit, you know, but I refuse to allow that to control my life. But before I really made those decisions to just stop allowing that to be the case, I would consistently fuck my life up. I was moving from one shop to the next, changing from one style to the next, back and forth, this, that, the other. Which one's going to be the one that's successful? The reality is that the thing that will be successful is the thing that you are decisive at and you continue to put effort and action into. It's the reason why I do these videos. I don't care whether or not I see a massive return from this or not, because I know that there's people out there that I'm helping. You know how I know that? Because they reach out to me and they tell me so. And that is damn good feeling. It is an incredible feeling to know that you've helped somebody because you came in further out of your way than you needed to. In the last year, I've made at least 300 episodes of this. I've committed to doing one on Facebook every day, no matter what, for at least the next year. And I've been doing that since September, so I don't know how many episodes that is, but it's quite a bit. You can find them on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm doing it because the thing is that I recognize I'm going to have to keep working through this. I'm going to make mistakes, and when I do it, I learn from it, I reorient, and reattack, okay? So suggestions again. The weird thing, guys, I mean, get this, write it down. Did he say write it down again? Yeah, I did, okay? Write it the fuck down. Okay, if you don't write shit down, I don't believe you want it that bad. I just don't. It's just how it is. So if you want it real bad, write it down. Make a list of the pros and cons, make a decision, and fucking stick with it. Once you make the decision, don't yank it back. Don't pull it back. Put your time and energy and attention into making that work, and then put your time and attention into the next thing. But as long as you're sitting here worried about whether or not this is the right decision or not, you're not doing a million other things that you need to be doing. So write it down. Be decisive. The most successful people in history are not people that are like, whoa, what am I going to do? They're people that make decisions. And the crazy thing is a lot of people want to sit back afterwards and fucking hate on those people for the decisions they made. Well, at least they fucking made them. Most people's decision, the biggest decision they make from day to day is to sit around on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok and hate on other people. You're consuming other people's content, you're critiquing other people's decisions, and you can't even make a decision to pay your fucking bills all the time? Let me find out. All right? Write it down, be decisive, and then just don't pussyfoot around it if you make a mistake. Be willing to admit you made a mistake. Pivot, reattack. Pivot, reattack. Pivot, reattack. Okay? If an army loses one battle, they don't give up on the fucking war. They pivot and reattack. And that's what you have to do. I want you to have the type of decisiveness that it's one of my favorite phrases on this. Is called getting stuck in, okay? And this is an old battle term. This is like old battle, not like battle, but like swinging swords and axes kind of a battle. And that is that you charge hard and fast into the enemy lines, as hard and as fast as you can, so that by the time that you slow down and you're swinging and killing and fighting and winning, you are so stuck into the melee, into the combat, that you could never retreat even if you tried. You literally will have to kill and kill and kill until you win or you die. Burn the boats. Be decisive. Stop pussyfooting around your goals and make some shit happen. I love you guys. I know you can do it, and if nobody else has told you they believe in you today, I do.